Hello po mga kababayan, si Dante Maravillas, Bicolano vlogger, broadcast journalist from Albay. Yung Congress mga kababayan, nagpalabas ng statement. They're appealing to the Senate mga kababayan, sa ating mga senador. Kaya lang hindi man natin mga senador karamihan senador ni Digo, kaya malabong pakinggan. Ang appeal nila sa mga senador, hintayin muna po ang Congress sa pag-file ng motion for reconsideration sa naging desisyon ng Supreme Court sa impeachment case ni Sara Duterte. Yan, sabi dito sa balita, House of Representatives spokesperson lawyer Princess Abantes expressed deep concern over the Senate's plan to vote on the Supreme Court's junking of the Vice President Sara Duterte's impeachment complaint next week. Sabi po ni Abante, dapat sana, anya, hintayin man lang ng Senado ang House to exhaust all legal moves before acting on Supreme Court ruling on impeachment. Pero tingin natin, malabong pakinggan po. Talagang laway na laway yung mga senador ni Digong na i-dismiss ang kaso. Nakakuha na sila ng magiging batayan. Sinabi na baga niya ng Supreme Court na unconstitutional. Isabi ng mga legal luminaries, defective. Kasi ang binasihan mga kababayan, ng review nila, ang binasihan, pati ng Congress, ni-review yung naging desisyon ng Supreme Court, base sa erroneous facts, mali yung pinagbasihan, lalo na doon sa sinasabing one-year bar rule. Imbes na pagbasihan mga kababayan, yung official records ng Congress, ang pinagbasihan yung report ng media. Di ba kaduda-duda? Bakit ibabase? Hindi sa official records ng Congress, kundi sa report ng media. But anyway, ito yung appeal na tingin ko baka hindi pagbigyan ng majority ng mga senador natin, na senador ni Digong. Ito sanang appeal ng Congress mga kababayan, masasabi nating reasonable. Kaya lang, wala na po sa rason yung mga senador. Ang inanap nila butas. Ngayon na may desisyon na yung Supreme Court, kahit hindi pa final, lalong nanggigigil na yung mga senador na gawin na yung gusto nila kasi may sandigan na yung kanilang magiging desisyon. May desisyon na niya yung Supreme Court. Yan laging sinasabi ng mga Duterte senators plus si Jinggoy Estrada. Hindi na matino mga kababayan yung mga nasa Senado. Mas matino na ngayon. Kaya hindi katakataka, mataas na yung ratings ng Congress kaysa sa Senado. Talo na sa rating si nalusaw na yung trust ratings ni Chis Escudero. Nilampasan na mga kababayan ni Speaker Martin Romualdez sa latest survey ng UCTA. Kaya sabi sa statement mga kababayan ni Abante, we express deep concern anya over reports that the Senate may vote to act on the Supreme Court decision regarding the impeachment case against the Vice President without waiting for the House of Representatives to exhaust its available legal remedies. Sabi niya po kanina, let's be clear, sabi po niya, the decision of the Supreme Court is not yet final. The House of Representatives, as the body vested by the Constitution with the exclusive power and authority to initiate an impeachment, will file a motion for reconsideration or MR soon, sabi sa Monday. Ayan sa Monday, magpa-file ng MR mga kababayan yung Congress. Kaya sabi po ni Attorney Abante, we call on our dear senators to exercise prudence and patience and allow the judicial process to reach its rightful conclusion. Last Tuesday, yung Senado nagsagawa ng caucus during which the senators agreed to take up next week the matter of the High Court's decision declaring the impeachment case unconstitutional for violating the one-year bar provision of the Charter. Senate President Francis Chis Escudero said the Senate Impeachment Court's vote on the Supreme Court ruling will be held Wednesday, August 6. Sabi ni Attorney Abante, the filing of an MR niya is a matter of constitutional right and institutional integrity. For issues anya as transcendental as this,
and especially when there appear to be factual errors upon which the legal conclusions were drawn, sheer prudence dictates that the Senate allow the Supreme Court to hear the House in its MR. Sabi po ni Abante, any premature action such as a Senate vote effectively abandoning the impeachment trial may be interpreted as a disregard of due process. Worse, it may be construed as a political shortcut that undermines the constitutional role of the House.
Yun man talagang katotohanan yan. Kasi halatang halata na talagang gusto nilang makataka sa pananagutan si Sara Duterte. Napakalinaw po. Inupuan ang matagal. Tapos binabaliktad nila, mga kababayan, binabaliktaran nila yung Congress na yung Congress daw inupuan ng matagal. Parang mga bata nang ipinasa na sa kanila ng Congress. Siyempre, pinag-aaralan pang mabuti yung mga kaso. Hindi man na pwede na ura-urada without review. Ipapasa nila yung impeachment. Pag ganun po, mababasura lang. Ito nga, pinag-aralan ng mabuti, pagkatapos biglang binasura ng Supreme Court on erroneous facts, sabi ng Congress. Mali man na niya yung pinagbasihan, kaya mali yung desisyon. Hindi binasihan niya sa aming records, official records. Binasihan niya sa kwento ng media. You see?
Abante underscored the importance of preserving the integrity of the impeachment process as enshrined in the 1987 Constitution. This is not just about the House or the Senate. This is about protecting our democratic institutions and upholding the system of checks and balances embedded in our Constitution. The House remains committed to the rule of law and will exhaust all legal remedies to protect its constitutional mandate and to ensure that accountability is not casually brushed aside, sabi po niya.
Ngayong mismo, mga kababayan, ang intensyon ng mga Duterte senators, pagtakpan, hindi dapat maipresenta, hindi dapat mangyari ang trial at magkaroon ng pagkakataon yung Congress, the House prosecutors, ay i-present ang ebidensya. Yun ang kinakatakutan, mga kababayan, sa totoo lang. Kaya pati po yung UP faculty po, naglabas na rin ng statement.
Yan sabi ng UP Law, Supreme Court voiding of Sara Duterte impeachment erodes accountability.
Mismo, mga kababayan.
Nag-warning sila, mga kababayan, that the development undermined and weakened the impeachment proceedings, which should have been an indispensable instrument for political accountability for the country's public officials. Sa statement, mga kababayan, na pinalabas kahapon, the educators acknowledge the anxiety, confusion, and fears of a constitutional crisis that have arisen among the general public. Argumento nila, yung ating konstitusyon niya makes it clear that the House has the exclusive power to initiate and the Senate the sole power to try and decide all cases of impeachment. So sabi po ng UP law faculty, we thus share the view of the Free Legal Assistance Group that the over-judicialization of the process by laying out evidentiary and court-like procedures for Congress, even at the early point of initiation, will permanently change impeachment's nature, sabi po ng mga UP educators. They also emphasize that while judicial review exists, it is, constitutionally available only when there is grave abuse. The educators stood their ground, believing that Congress simply relied on the role set by the court in Francisco versus House of Representatives and Gutierrez versus Committee on Justice. That initiation by the House consists of the filing of a complaint and its referral to the proper committee.
Yung tatlong kini-question nilang complaints, mga kababayan, impeachment complaints, hindi man ni-refer sa committee. So hindi po na-initiate. Yun ang mali doon eh. Erroneous facts.
Kaya sabi po ng mga law educators ng UP, this could not be an abuse of discretion, much less a grave one. If the court intended to lay out new rules for the House, then the reliance of the public thereto prior to their being declared unconstitutional calls for at least a prospective application of its decision and not the nullification of the House actions. The educators then recalled how the court, in past impeachments, intervened cautiously with the processes to avoid not only preempting Congress but also influencing the only process of political accountability for its own members. The court had therefore avoided defining impeachable offenses because it acknowledged it as a non-justifiable political question beyond the scope of its judicial power. It had refused to dissect alleged irregularities in the internal processes of the House when the issues before it could be resolved on other grounds. The UP law educators stressed that the Supreme Court's ruling on Duterte's case has consequences that the parties themselves may not have anticipated. For instance, the House must now meet as a chamber, even if 1/3 of all its members have already signed and verified a resolution of impeachment. We add that it deviates, from the design to protect the process from a tyrannical majority, which in plenary now has the power to block resolutions for impeachment. As our colleagues have also noted, the ruling creates an incentive for the filing of sham complaints to trigger the one-year bar rule, a political strategy once criticized by a justice as making a mockery of the power of impeachment. Yan, mga kababayan, yung kanilang mga punto. Concluding their five-page statement, the educators reminded the public that as academics, their only client is the truth. With this, they express hope that democratic institutions will allow the people to eventually find their way towards restoring accountability. We express our conviction that Congress is constitutionally vested with high prerogatives and thus deserves the appropriate deference in its procedures and in the conduct of impeachment, sabi po ng UP law. We call on our democratic institutions to act in accordance with these fundamental principles and to foster a full public debate on the impeachment in keeping with constitutional accountability, they underscored. Ngayon, yung mga complainants po sa impeachment case laban kay Sara, nag-file na rin po ng motion for reconsideration. Yan o. Sabi dito sa report ng ABS-CBN, naghain ng motion for reconsideration sa Korte Suprema ang 6 na complainants na nasa likod ng impeachment complaint laban kay Vice President Sara Duterte, kaugnay ng desisyon ng Korteng ideklarang unconstitutional ang Articles of Impeachment. Sila yung grupong Tindig Pilipinas. Sabi ni Tindig Pilipinas, co-convenor Sylvia Claudio, kaya ngayong kahapon po, magpa-file din kami ng request to file a motion for reconsideration of the decision of ad cautelam dahil po naintindihan namin na nag-request pa po kami ng legal status based on our previous request na makapag-oral arguments with the Supreme Court before they decided. But they had already decided. So we are hoping to join others who want to file a motion for reconsideration dahil we disagree severely with the Supreme Court has decided about the impeachment case. We don't believe it's unconstitutional, sabi po ni Claudio.